Yo, what is up, everybody? This is Demon101 back with a brand new video for you guys today. And today we are here with a new reaction video for you guys. Today we're going to be reacting to another story time from my friend CamelKid556. This is titled Storytime High School. And if you want to see the original video, the link will be in the description down below so you don't have to listen to my commentating. And also subscribe to CamelKid if you have not done so already and hit notifications because you'd really appreciate that. And without further ado, you guys, we'll get right into this video in 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Alright, what is going on, guys? It's CamelKid556 here again with another video. And I was just thinking a lot about not really my childhood, but just like high school and all the shit that happened during high school. So just as a little nostalgia, hopefully my friends Benny, Matt, Donald, Taylor, maybe even Hayden can see what I'm talking about. And if you guys have any cool high school stories, leave them down below. But like, high school was fun, man. Those were really challenging but really fun parts of my life. And I mean, I will always miss those years because there's so much I did and there's so much that I could have done that I just that's like one part of my life that I wish I could have changed to be different. Maybe not that much different, but if I had the choice to choose other things, I would have done certain things differently, and I would have done other things differently as well. So, I mean,
Dude, I get ya. There are things I wish I could have done differently in high school as well. There are times I do miss being in high school, just being there and chilling and hanging with your friends and everything. There are times I do say I miss high school, but a lot of times I don't. But yeah, there are like really times I do miss it too, so I understand where you're coming from, dude. And there are things I wish I could change too, things I could have done differently in school. Yeah.
I guess first off, relationships. I had a relationship with a couple of girls in high school. One of them's name was Haley. One of them was Amber. One of them was Jessica. One of them...
Oh my god. You know what's funny about that, guys? The names Amber and Jess were two girls that I dated in school too. They were the same person. I know who exactly he's talking about. I dated them both too, and they didn't work out with me as well either. So I know who he's talking about.
I mean, I can't remember all of them, but one of them was Tiana, one of them was her younger sister Sarah, and I mean, just having all that experience with girls taught me a lot about what I thought life was going to be like, and then what it actually became. I'm very grateful to have those experiences because dating, definitely not what I was expecting. I thought it would be happy. I thought it would be forever. I thought I thought it was going to be like in the 50s. You meet a girl, your high school sweethearts, you graduate together, you go to college together, you you buy a house, you start a family, and live happily ever after. That's definitely not what happened. That was not, and I don't think will ever be in the cards for me. Maybe at some point in my life that'll happen, but at this point, I'm focused on myself and bettering myself before I start looking for a relationship again. And if you guys don't already know, the relationship I was in previously, we ended it. She and I are still friends. We still hang out from time to time, but I mean, it wasn't really that much of a romantic relationship to begin with. But when I went into rehab, she cut it off because she wasn't able to see me. And I don't blame her for it. She told me what it was at the beginning. Alright, now moving on from that. Sports. I loved sports when I was in high school. I was very much active in high school. I was on a state championship co-ed soccer team for 4.
Yeah, I can relate with this stuff because me and him, we played together. I think we played like what, 1 or 2 years together I think it was basketball. I know it was my first year of basketball, he was on the team. And I really don't know what to say. I really did not plan on what I was going to say for that one, but he was really good. He wasn't the star player. We had a star player, and he was the best. And he probably knows who I'm talking about because I'm not trying to name drop everybody I knew. But he was literally our star player. And he knew who he knows who I'm talking about.
Years. I was on a state championship co-ed basketball team for 3 years. And then I was in a co-ed track and field team for 4 years as well. Well, 3 years. And I attended some of the events. My 4th. But I at that point, I got a job at a grocery store. I had started working, so that was... that took priority. Money took priority over sports at that point. I was the star striker on the soccer field, and very proud to help those guys win games. And I like soccer. Both me and my younger brother love soccer. It's a very, very cool sport. And you Europeans know it as football. I never got to play actual football. But if I could go back, my friend Benny played 4 years.
Okay, so I could have said his name earlier in the video, because he just mentioned his friend name. Because the guy I was talking about earlier, a little bit ago, his name was Ben. His real name is Benny, but we all called him Ben.
High school football, and if I could go back, I would join Benny on the field. I am a very big person, and I know linemen especially are very big, and I don't think I would have any problem advancing forward on somebody and putting them on the ground. It wouldn't be very hard for me. My go-to fight move in a fight, if I were to ever get into one, is just to bear hug the person and then fall to the ground. Because I weigh 300 pounds. If somebody bear hugs you with my weight and then lands on top of you, it's going to knock the wind out of you. It's It's probably going to break your ribs. I don't recommend anybody doing that because there's also the potential for somebody to get killed. If you fall on top of them, you could be negligent. But I'm just saying, if I were to be a lineman back in high school, I think I would have been pretty good at it. And I never got to try out for baseball. That's the other thing that I wish I would have done, is try out for baseball, because I liked baseball since I was a kid. I was on a little league team for a while and sort of got out of touch with it in middle school, but in high school I kind of wanted to pick it back up. At the time, we were living by a park that had baseball and softball fields, so it wouldn't have been very hard for me to pick it back up living next to the park and such, because you live right next to where you can practice, so it wouldn't be hard to do. And I probably would have tried to get some of my other friends, like Donald and Matt, to try to help me out with that, because they were...
Dude, if you wanted me to come play baseball with you, I would have. Just don't expect me to try and go out and catch the balls. Cause I don't know if you guys don't know this about me, but I'm a little bit of a wimp when it comes to catching baseballs or softballs. Because I always have that fear that I'm going to get smacked in the face by a falling ball. I've always had that fear. But dude, if you ever wanted to play baseball with me, you could have said so. I don't care too much for baseball or softball, but I'll still play it. I'll even help people. I helped my ex-girlfriend with that stuff and everything. And it was fun. I don't care for it personally, but if you want me to come hang out and hit some baseballs or softballs or whatever, I'll do it. Give me something to do.
We're also on the same co-ed basketball, soccer, and track and field team. So, I mean, it wouldn't have been that hard to practice with 3 people, or just hanging out with friends, throwing the ball, hitting it with a bat. Probably would have been pretty fun. It would have been like Sandlot, I imagine. But yeah, moving on from that, there were events that if I were to change, I would go back and change. One of them, school dances. I did go to homecoming dances. I did go to prom twice. Once with Haley, once with Tiana. They were fun.
Well, I remember you and Haley, dude. I remember that. You guys, I looked at you guys like you guys were like the perfect couple in high school and everything, until things hit the fan and everything. But like, still, I thought you guys were awesome together. Just wanted to throw that in there.
But the one dance that I never got to go to was the Sadie Hopkins dance. And for anybody from the South who doesn't know what a Sadie Hopkins dance is, it's when the girl asks the guy. And it's pretty weird to hear that, but nowadays things are changing. It's not too uncommon for girls to make the first move when they want something. So, yeah, it was pretty disappointing not being able to go to stuff like that. But I mean, being who I am, I was in and out of relationships a lot. I was never in a stable relationship for all 4 years of high school. It was on for 6 months, off for a year, on a couple months, off another like 3, on. It just went on and off, and yeah, it just wouldn't have made any sense for me to go with somebody that I wasn't truly in a relationship with. Homecoming football games and like summer baseball games were a big thing when I was in high school. I tried to attend as many as I could, especially the homecoming games and the football games during the fall. Those were a lot of fun. I was there to support my friend Benny. I knew a couple other people who were there too. I've gone back after high school, and they're still the same. They're pretty cool, but nothing like in high school, especially since all the COVID stuff happened. It hasn't been the same since that, but they were pretty fun. The 4th of July baseball games were super fun. There's this team called the Swamp Bats, and every single year after the game they would have a fireworks show. And me, Benny, Donald, Matt.
I remember that too. I remember going to one of them before, and that was fun. I would actually love to go to another Swamp Bats game again eventually down the road when I actually had the money and the time and the right schedule when the games are. But yeah, dude, you people down south or anywhere that's not from where we lived, the Swamp Bats is a great baseball team. They're really fun to go watch. The mascot is named Ribby, and he is awesome. The Swamp Bats is a great baseball team, and it's always a good game when they're playing.
We would all hang out like on the field after the game had ended. All the lights get cut off and all the fireworks shoot up in the air. It was really fun. And another thing that happened in the summer during high school days was just hanging out. Benny had a driver's license when he was in high school. I didn't. There were actually 2 Bennys, Benny Langlois and Ben Clement. So there was Ben and Benny. And those summer activities were fun. We would hit up the lakes. We would go into Vermont and go swimming and stuff in the river. Barbecues. Hung out in the park. We attended softball games in the park right next to where I lived. It was fun. And I mean, in high school, people think it's weird to have like sleepovers and stuff still in high school. Back in our days, sleepovers were pretty common. And if you slept over at somebody's house, you woke up for school the next day, or if it were in the summer, your parents would pick you up the next afternoon. It was fine. It was really fun. Those summer nights when we just hung out, talked, watched movies. It was fun. What else? Just a bunch of friends hanging out, doing stuff, going to lakes, going swimming holes and on Dort Road. Benny knows that. Jeremy knows that. Taylor, Gabe, Donald, Matt, they all know Dort Road. It's a fun place to hang out in the summer. Not so much in the winter. In the winter, there wasn't a lot to do, except for winter sports. Hence the basketball the co-ed basketball team. That was really all there was to do in the winter. And now we're nearing the end of the video. Some of the stuff that I wish I could have changed. There were a couple incidents that I didn't take responsibility for. Some phones and electronics went missing from people's lockers and backpacks and classrooms, and it was me. And I really regret doing that. Some money went missing from some people's houses occasionally. That was me. I didn't have a job back when those incidents happened. I didn't have... It was high school. My mind was messed up. I thought I wasn't gonna get caught. I was a stupid kid.
Dude, we've all done stupid things that we're not proud of. I know I'm not one to talk. I've done some pretty dumb stuff and I'm not proud of either. But it's good to coming out clean about the stuff now. It's good to get it out of you. It's good to not hold it back and hide it anymore. It's good to let it out and just admit the truth. I mean, what can really people do these days now? It's been so many years now since that happened. There's really nothing can be done about it at this point now. But yeah, everybody in the world has been kids before. We've all done stupid things when we're young, because we're still learning about life and everything and just thinking we're just having a good time, until we realize when we're older, we did things that we weren't proud of, and I wish we can all just go back and change something about that and make it where it never happened. So I understand that. Yeah.
And now I know not to do that stuff. All the popular kids that I didn't make friends with because I thought that I was different from. I should have pursued some of those relationships with, like, Jackie, Mackenzie, Brendan, the other Noah. Should have been hanging out with those groups. Those guys were cool. They had stuff going on for them. They were positive influences, and if I could go back, I would have the same friend group that I had in high school, but I would also try to be friends with those guys. And I mean, if I could go back and change anything, I would go back and get my grades better. I got senioritis in 11th grade. I was 3 years into it, and I was already getting senioritis. I was ready to leave. Thought there was no use for school. I knew what I was going to do, and I was just waiting to get out. And that was super, super bad. If I could go back, I would have focused on my grades. Tried to play football. Try to make friends with different people. And just try to be a different person. Obviously, I can't go back and change it now, but if I could, I would. And just, it's not sad, it's just I look back on all those things, and I can't honestly say that I wish they never happened, but I do wish that things were just a little bit different in high school. But, I mean, can't change the past. What's over is over, and
It's like they say, dude. The past's the past. Nothing you can do about it now. The only thing you can do now is just move forward in life. And just leave them things in the past. And that's all you can do.
it was a really fun time altogether. Best 4 years of my life. A lot of stuff learned, and a lot of stuff that I've kept for the future, and that have not left me since then. So, moral of the story is enjoy the rough patches, because you'll look back at them fondly later in your life, and you'll wish that you were in those rough patches all over again. The friends you've had, the people that you wish you could go back and be friends with, it's just, it's a life. Without those memories, I wouldn't be the person I was today. So, alright. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Alright, you guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you guys want to watch, like, the last 35 seconds of that video, you can. The link to, like I said, the link for the video is down in the description down below. But, dude, yeah, there's a lot of high school memories I miss doing. I remember a lot of it. Remember all the bad ones, too. Yeah. But, like I said, when it comes down to it, things you've done in the past that you're not proud of, the only thing you can do now is just keep moving forward. Make bad decisions and use it as a learning opportunity for the future. That's how I look at it. But yeah. So anyways, you guys, though, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said again, I'm going to say it for the third time. If you want to see the original video, description. Down in the description. Check it out. It'll be the first link. And also subscribe to CamelKid556. Help him out a little bit. And also, yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And subscribe to the gaming channel, Devin1 Gaming. New videos coming soon. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.